What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here to the channel. Welcome back here to another video. So today we're gonna go for a little bit of a drive. We're gonna go look at a new 2024 S650, but not for me to buy, for comparing, contrasting my 2022 Premium GT versus a brand new 2024 S650 Premium GT, and pros and cons of each, to kind of see if you're on the fence on, if you can't decide, or the pros of the S650 versus the cons of S550 like mine, and vice versa, kind of to help you choose based upon what you're looking for and what your goals are in getting a Mustang. So we're going to go head up there, we're going to have them side by side and kind of compare and contrast the options and the differences of both, and my personal opinion versus what you might be looking for. So hopefully I can help you decide. Secondly, they still have not gotten in the 24 Grabber Blue GT Premium that I originally ordered, that obviously I canceled. They still have not gotten that in yet, and they have no clue when they're going to get that car even in. So that is one reason among the others, if you followed my channel for a while, why I canceled. But anyway, that's nor here or there. I just think it's interesting that I would still be waiting for that car if I never canceled that order. Also too, if you guys are new to my channel, if this is your first time watching, or if you haven't yet, please do me a favor, hit subscribe, drop a like and a comment, please. And also too, I do have Trigger Society hoodies and t-shirts available. If you want to help out myself and help support the channel, I will put a link in the description. All right, what's going on, everybody? So I am here back over at Bill Utter Ford. This is actually where I bought my 2022 GT Premium here, and this is actually where my car was when I purchased it, was here in this exact same spot. So I want to give a quick shout out to Cam. Cam actually is the one who sold me my 22 GT Premium. So if anyone is in the market for a new 2024 S650 or anything that is here on the lot in general, I will put his contact info here. He's fantastic. He's helped me out a number of times, not just on the purchase of my car. So I'm trying to help him out as much as possible because he does the same for me. Okay, so I want to do a quick comparison of a S550 Gen 3 Premium compared to a S650 2024 GT Premium, comparing and contrasting the pros and cons of each. So if you already currently have a Gen 3 Coyote and you're thinking about trading in and getting the S650 platform, pros and cons of each, to me, ultimately, that comes down to a few things. Obviously, what are your end goals with the car? Is it going to be a daily driver? Do you want to tune the car? Do you want to track the car? Do you want to drag race the car? And obviously, your budget too, and everything that you're looking for. So, Cam, obviously, big thanks again to him. He was able to pull this one aside, and I wanted to use this one specifically because it is a premium. It is essentially the same package as mine. The only difference is mine is the blacked out pony package, and this one here is the bronze appearance package, which don't mind the dust. This one, they need to clean it. So aside from the dust, it is the bronze package, and I really, really like the bronze on the black. I think it accents nicely. Okay, so first things first, and I've done videos of these cars in the past, and something I always like to point out is something as simple as just opening the door. You immediately feel that the door just feels heavier. It feels more solid. We sit inside, obviously. So the panels, everything is pretty much cut and paste off of the S650 platform, but opening and closing the door, it just feels more solid. I don't know if it's just how they inserted it and what they did underneath that. I don't know how they put it together. It just feels like a more solid car. It feels heavier. The last 24 GT I test drove and reviewed, it was a performance pack, so I haven't done anything here on the premiums. So I've said this before with the whole interior, and I'll go over it again in case you haven't seen any of this stuff before. At first, I really wasn't a big fan of the iPads in your face, and I've said it once before and I'll say it again. It has pros and cons for me. number one here is, if you take these away and if they just integrated a standard cluster like they had in S550s, even the digital that they had in those, to me, you take this away and you just make it like the S550s. The interior, to me, is just, it's more bland. I know it doesn't have the eyebrow dash. I know it's a better quality build, but all in all, for me, without these, I don't think the interior is as good as is in the S550 like mine. Now, that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that because they really like all the tech that comes with the car. So if you're someone that is, you like the new tech, you like all the gadgets and everything that comes with the car, this is a great example of that. So if you like all of that new stuff, then the S650 is probably the option that you probably might want to lean toward. Also too, if you track the car and you drive the car, especially with the performance packs, you have like all your gauges and stuff over here integrated with your air vents. With these, they're more in your face, so they're a lot easier to see. So that's a plus too. Mine obviously doesn't have that. In the premiums, you can get all that stuff here even if you don't have a performance pack. So if you like all the latest technology, all the gadgets and all that kind of stuff, you like all the giant iPads in your screen, then the S650 might be, like I said, the route you might want to go toward. Now, if you want to modify the car and also tune the car, well, still, as of right now, you can't really do any of that here on the S650 platform. Obviously, the S550, you can do anything and everything with these cars. They're tried and true. You can throw a tune on it, a Whipple, a turbo, all that stuff. You can get a Whipple on these, but it's a tune in a box. It's a one-size-fits-all tune, which is fantastic. It's better than not having anything, but you are limited on what you could do compared to what you can do on an S550 platform like mine. My 2022 GT Premium, if you haven't watched my channel before, I have a Palm Beach dyno tune. It is currently running on E85. It has the Corsa Extreme Double X pipe, GT500 spoiler. It's lowered on Eibach springs. Still NA, but it's daily driven on E85. Now with the S650s, you can't do tunes on these cars. You can't do anything yet. So if you like the tech, you're not too concerned about throwing a tune at the car, you want a good daily driver, you could still throw mods on the car. You could still suspension, you could do exhaust, you could do all those things minus the tune. You're just not too concerned about the upgrading the performance factor of these cars. I'd go the route of an S650. So another thing I wanted to point out here with the S650 cars, like I said, you can't put a tune on these cars yet, but you can put headers on them. You could do all those things, you just can't throw a tune on them. But they do respond a lot better with horsepower gains minus the tune compared to a S550. So, example, there's been a number of people that have been posting with the S650's long tube headers, just the headers. No tune, no 85, just headers at 93. They've been putting down crazy horsepower gains on NA. I've seen people say that they've put down 30 wheel horsepower without a tune by just putting headers on these cars. With the S550 platform, with the tune, I might get half that. I might get 15 to like maybe 20 with the 85. I could be wrong, but it's nowhere near what you could do with power gains minus a tune with the S650. So from everything that I've seen, these do definitely respond better to mods than what the S550 platforms do. So, as I said, they will eventually unlock these and you can throw a tune at it. But if you're not concerned with that, and you're not too concerned about adding power, the S650s are a good platform. But for me personally, if I had to do it all over again, if I had to choose my 2022 compared to the 2024 premium versus premium, essentially the same package, The only difference is from the factory, mine did not have active exhaust. This one here, which is nice, does have the active exhaust. So, my opinion, if you're gonna buy a new GT, don't buy it without active exhaust. To me, I don't think it sounds that great without, with the standard exhaust. Active exhaust, not only can you change the tone and the pitch of everything, it sounds better. That's why I went with the Course Extreme. I dropped like $2,000 on the exhaust on mine because it just didn't really sound that great. So if I had to do it all over again, I would have gotten the 22 with active exhaust. But the main reason why I went with that car is not because of the exhaust or not being a performance pack. It was the color. I love the Grabber Blue, and the color is what drew me toward the car. That combined with the blacked out pony package, to me, that is the best combination you can get on a Mustang. All right, so speaking of active exhaust, let's kind of get a quick sound clip to see how the factory active exhaust sounds on these. So I would have gone through all the modes of the exhaust and done like a rev up and all that kind of stuff to compare it. But I'm here at the dealership. I don't want to, I know why people are pissing them off with the exhaust and being that guy. So active exhaust from the factory, non-active exhaust. On my specific car that I got, they do have these with active exhaust. I'm just saying, if I had to do it all over again, I would have gotten one that had active exhaust. That way I would not have spent $2,000 on a good exhaust to make up for the lack of good sound quality that comes on the car without the active exhaust. So I guess for me personally, doing it all over again, S550, new S650 platform, it's a better build quality. It feels more of a solid build, but there's just so much you could do on the S550 platforms. These are just non-sure about, although they do seem to respond very well to mods horsepower wise. But in my opinion, the S550 is tried and true. I would still have to go with the S550 platform solely only because, not only, you can't tune these yet, and for me that's a big issue. You can't tune these. You can do everything else to these cars, like I said, exhaust, suspension, brakes, this, that, and the other. You're limited on what you could do. To me, I ain't gotta go S550. That's just me personally. This specific car here is priced at, I want to say 51. It was originally 54. They marked it down about 3,000. My car, I paid 48. I paid 48, and it was on the lot for a while. They marked that price down too. I see the price I paid for that car was 48 out the door. I paid like 43 because I put cash down. So I financed mine 43. This one 51, 48. So they're about $3,000 to $4,000 more in price comparing the S550 and the 650. So that it's not that much a difference, but if that is something that might sway you, the S550 might be a better option for you. So I'm going to come back here again eventually, when and if, hopefully soon, they get in the GT that I ordered, the 2024. It was essentially the exact same trim as this, Grabber Blue Night Pony package, but they don't know when it's gonna arrive. It could be another 6 months, who knows. So that was another deciding factor why I canceled that order. So then after I canceled it, I went ahead with the Palm Beach Tune, E85, and all that other stuff. So if I didn't have my Grabber Blue 2022 GT, if that specific car was not available here on the lot, now obviously that was before the new S650 platforms came out, but let's just say it was around now, and if it wasn't that color, because like I said, for me, color is important more than a few options that you could always add on down the line. For me, it's more of a color issue on the car first than performance pack, this, that, and the other. That's just me. Some people might disagree with that, but that's just my personal opinion. But if I had to do it all over again now, if that color was not available on an S550, I might go the route of S650 platform to just try it out. It's a new-ish platform, but as I said, the untunability might be something that would hold me back. Now you could, like I said, you can throw headers at it and get power out of it without tuning it, but there's just so much you can't do yet. So that's why I canceled my order, and then I went ahead further modding mine, got my partnership with Nitrous Express, which, by the way, if you haven't seen any of the stuff I've done before, I do got a partnership with Nitrous Express. So if you're looking to add anything nitrous-wise on your car, full kit accessories on their site, I'll put a link in the description. Use promo code Trigger Society and you can save yourself some cash at checkout. But on that note, I hope this helps kind of comparing both the S650 and S550 platform. Both the same premium spec platform, as close as you could get here. But if anyone has any questions or any comments, please feel free, drop a comment. But on that note, again, I want to give a thank you here to Cam. I will put his information in here if anyone is interested in this specific car or any other car here on the lot. He can definitely help you out. He's a great guy. He gave me an awesome price here on my GT. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Please drop a comment. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Bye.